Hi and welcome to the CWO channel. So I want to talk a video that is now 9 years old, back from January 2015, but not widely known in the Bigfoot community. It's something that at the time was just really dismissed as a fake, wasn't really analyzed, wasn't really taken any further other than the odd feature like this one. But the video itself is called Bigfoot in Tampa with a question mark. This is appearing on a local version of ABC, which generally I'd not say can be trusted for telling the truth all the time. But they show you a photograph that was taken by a man called John Rodriguez. This is a fisherman in his 60s. He sent the picture in to them, and very clear. It shows what looks like a huge ape standing or squatting in the water. And interestingly, this ape is kind of a dark, reddy brown color, and it's got a white stripe on its head. And it's clear as day. But of course, you get this phenomenon where if it's a blob squatch, if it's blurry, a picture or video distance, then people say, why is it always blurry? You get kind of the Todd Stanton effect. And then if it's clear as day, they say, well, then it's a hoax. So you can't win with them. And I know a lot of this is coming from the kind of, almost bot behavior, even if they're not bots. Just the tendency for people to want to group together and mock something, especially if people higher up want it to be mocked and ridiculed. Then people kind of rally around that talking point and attack. But in my opinion, this is real. I'll give you my reasoning. The first thing, this man did not make any penny out of this. He didn't want to be shown on camera. He didn't want anything, any more attention other than sending the picture in. Second thing, whatever that is physically there in that swamp. This is not a Photoshop job. I am a digital designer by trade, web graphic digital designer. I use Photoshop pretty much on a daily basis. I've edited probably thousands of photos in my life, and this is not Photoshopped in. Whether it's a real creature or a model, it's in there. All the shadows, all the lighting, everything about it is correct. If we think logically that there is, by my opinion, again, as somewhat of an expert, something real, a real object in this picture, then it's either living or it's not living. If it's living, this is by far the best picture of a skunk ape and probably of a Bigfoot that we've ever had. If it's not living, that means it's a model. And in this case, a very high quality model. In fact, I would say this is movie, zoo, museum quality model that would have cost thousands of dollars to produce. This isn't some cheap ape or gorilla suit. If you remember Rick Dyer's hoax taxidermy job that he took around the country, this is far superior to that. The deltoids, look at them, the musculature. Look at the face, look at the skin, look at the eyes that have life in them. Look at the quality of the fur. This, if it's a model, is nothing less than top-notch model. So he must have had it custom made because nobody's come forward with one that looks identical. Nobody's found a Bigfoot suit or an ape suit that this matches. And if it's a gorilla suit, then why is it reddy brown and not black? So this man, John Rodriguez, fisherman in his 60s, don't know who he is, but he spent thousands of dollars to wade into a swamp infested with cottonmouths and gators and snapping turtles to put this model in there and then take a picture and send it into a local ABC news roundup and say, yeah, this is a picture of a skunk ape. Only for them to mock and ridicule and make light of it and him to never be heard from again. So going by Occam's razor, it has to be real because it's in the picture. And just the thought of someone spending thousands of pounds on a model for literally no reason is insane. So the most likely thing is this is a real skunk ape. And let me give you some information. I've been researching Bigfoot and skunk ape for decades now. There's a fact that people don't know about skunk ape. It's not called skunk ape because of the smell. Reason being is all Bigfoot smell. Whether it's the patty type in the Pacific Northwest, the wood booger, whatever type, all of them are capable of stinking really bad. Not always, but it's theorized this is similar to a gorilla. They have a scent gland that can let off a stench if they feel threatened or stressed. It's not because it stinks, they call it the skunk ape. It's because the original counts, it had a white stripe on it like a skunk. This creature has a white stripe on it like a skunk. This morphology, I'm going to do some overlays with a gorilla now. Those are the shoulders of an upright creature, not of a gorilla. Look at the morphology of the deltoids. The face, that is not the face of a gorilla. The eyes are a lighter brown. The pelage is not the color of a gorilla. This is not a gorilla at all. The position of the head is more like something that habitually walks bipedally. I'm also going to answer something else. Some people commented and said, well, this is fake because it's only in inches of water. Look at that picture. Surrounding the creature are swamp cypress. Swamp cypress have buttresses that flare out from the trunk you can see that can go on for feet of length. Some cypress can be over 100 foot tall. I think the largest one, 165 feet tall. There is feet of water under this creature. I think it's crouching down, and I think it's staying very still, like Bigfoot will do, to try and pretend it's a stump or something. Very likely it's crouching down. It could even still be standing with just how tall some swamp cypress be, but most likely it's crouching. Therefore, it stood up, it would still be large. And let me just answer. If this is a man in a gorilla suit, he is sitting in water, again, infested with cottonmouths and gators and snapping turtles. This would be the height of foolishness. The other thing that suggests validity to me, same location, Lettuce Lake State Park. There's been a video, undoubtedly, of a skunk ape from a kayaker. If I can put it in, I'll put it in now. And you'll see an ape that is using its hand in a cupping motion, very animal, very ape-like, to put water into its mouth. Notices the man's there. It gets very gingerly down into that water and it crouches down as it's walking, and then it starts to sink in. Swamp apes will swim in that water. Again, you think this is a man in a suit. He's got a very funny shaped hand, but he's wading into water infested by some dangerous creatures. Occam's razor. The most likely thing is it's a real creature because a man in a monkey suit, it's unlikely he's going to wade into the water of Lettuce Lake State Park. This picture, I'm convinced, is a real living skunk ape. Bipedal, undiscovered, primate, hominid. It's incredible. It got ridiculed and mocked, and that points to me to the validity. If it's real, it's more likely to draw the ire of the media, because if they've got an agenda against anything, they will attack it. Can you say TDS? But anyway, that's another video. So I hope you like this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back soon on the CWO channel with more Bigfoot videos, big cats, cryptids, wild food and outdoors. See you soon.